Newcastle changed life. The new owners of Newcastle are willing to spend money to raise the level of the home team at St. James Park. Newcastle fans poured out in front of St. James Park to cheer and celebrate after the club was sold to the Saudi Arabian Public Investment Fund, PIF. With total assets of up to $500 million, 15 times the owner of Man City, PIF is expected to bring Newcastle back to its heyday. In The Guardian, journalist Martin Garrer wrote, "Newcastle does not sell souls to the Saudis. Because no soul survives," to further confirm the attitude of Newcastle supporters to this transfer. The departure of Mike Ashley closes a dark chapter in Newcastle's history, and the arrival of PIF opens a bright future. Time to spend money. It is certain that Newcastle will slash money on the transfer market, but how much money are they entitled to spend? Contrary to many concerns about debt and difficult spending because of financial fair play, FFP, barriers, Newcastle actually have clean financial statements and are ready to spend £200 million in the transfer season. Winter. This is part of the legacy that stingy owner Mike Ashley left to this team. Mike Ashley's motto is to keep the team healthy. Kieran Maguire, a lecturer in football finance at the University of Liverpool, told Athletic, "If you take over the club with a loss, you want to be able to invest because of the FFP barrier." Newcastle, on the other hand, in the last 3 years their profit has been £38 million. Ashley is too expensive, but the next owner of the club, Newcastle, can immediately help this team speed up, said Kieran Maguire. Many rumors appeared soon after Newcastle changed their lives. The most mentioned target at the moment is Barca midfielder Philippe Coutinho. Sport, a pro-Barca newspaper, insists Newcastle is ready to rescue the Brazilian star and bring him back to the Premier League. Price and salary are not the problem. According to The Telegraph, other potential targets that Newcastle can target are Jesse Lingard, Anthony Martial, MU, Aaron Ramsey, Juventus, Ross Barkley, Callum Hudson-Odoi, Chelsea, Wilfried Zaha, Crystal Palace, Kieran Trippier, Atletico Madrid, Ryan Gravenberch, Ajax, and Luka Jovic, Real Madrid. Superstars like Harry Kane, Kylian Mbappé, Erling Haaland are also mentioned. However, convincing players of the caliber to return to St. James Park at this time is not feasible. Newcastle are in the bottom group and it is not easy to get a place in the European Cup next season. Not only the players, the replacement of the coach is also part of the plan to change the skin of Newcastle. Steve Bruce, the current manager of Newcastle, revealed he would not be surprised if he was fired immediately. He calmly told The Telegraph, "New owners want a new manager. That's normal. I have been in this world long enough to understand this. The decision is not in my hands. I accept everything that is there. It can happen. It's not a cruel thing. That's football." Bookmakers in the UK have opened the door to receive money for the new Newcastle coach bet. The leader of the list is Roberto Martinez with a ratio of 3/1, put 1 to 3. Antonio Conte came in second with the ratio 11/4, followed by Steven Gerrard, 6/1. Conte is the candidate with the most expectations, because the Italian military leader is unemployed after resigning from Inter in July. The former Chelsea captain not long ago also emphasized that he will only receive projects to participate in. Hope, which coincides with the vision that Newcastle's new owners are aiming for. Not only Newcastle. With huge economic potential, Newcastle is not the only club in Europe that PIF wants to own. The Italian press confirmed that Inter Milan is the name PIF has been looking at in recent times. Inter's owner, Suning Group, is unable to continue investing in the Nerazzurri. Recently, Inter's financial report confirmed that this team lost €246 million after the 2020-21 season, a record level recorded in the history of Italian football. Inter had to sell Romelu Lukaku and Achraf Hakimi in the summer transfer window to cover their losses. Unlike the Premier League, the Serie A organizers have no problem with PIF. If they want to buy Inter from Suning, the barrier of this investment fund is only money, which they do not lack. However, the Italian press emphasized in detail that the decision in this acquisition of PIF lies in the plan to build Inter's own stadium. Inter's Giuseppe Meazza Stadium is still owned by the Milan city government. Although always the team that welcomes the most spectators to the field in Italy, Inter does not earn commensurate profits when it has to share with the city. Both Inter and Milan are joining forces to build their own stadium. This plan was conceived long ago, but always met with opposition from the Milan city government. But the Italian press emphasized that a turning point would come if Giuseppe Sala was re-elected as mayor of the city. Mr. Sala is said to have reached a verbal agreement with 2 Milan clubs on the approval of this plan. If everything goes well, the project will be started after the election results. PIF considers Inter's plan to build its own stadium as key in the acquisition of this team. Stephen Jung, the president of Inter at the moment, also considers the support for the pitch plan to be approved as the last thing he can do for the Nerazzurri after the plan to bring Inter back to becoming a European power was stalled because of the delayed events in China's home country. €600 million is the amount that is expected to make Inter return to PIF. According to Tuttomercato, in addition to Inter, PIF also set an ambition to own Olympique Marseille, the hibernating giant of France. If this happens, PSG will have a formidable opponent both in terms of tradition and money in Ligue 1. The purchase of many actual teams is the path that the owner of Man City has built and achieved more or less success. City Football Group, CFG, is the organization that the owners of Man City created to build a football empire on many continents. CFG currently owns Man City, Melbourne City, Australia, Montevideo City Torque, Uruguay, New York City, USA, Mumbai City, India, and Girona FC, Spain. PIF wants to follow this path, and the acquisition of Newcastle is just the first step for them.